These are the Sennheiser HD 450 BT wireless headphones, but are they any good? Well, let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So my friends, these are the Sennheiser wireless Bluetooth headphones. Now, what makes these a little bit more special than maybe some others is the fact that at the price point they come in, they offer active noise cancellation. Now, these at the moment in the UK are under £150 and around $199 in the US. I will leave the latest link in the description so that you can check out the very latest price for whenever you're watching this video. What makes these headphones interesting is the fact that you're getting over-ear active noise cancelling for around £100 or $100 less than some of the major brands. Now clearly, as soon as you open the box, one area that you'll see that they've saved money is not only the packaging but also the case that you keep them in. It is very flimsy and it's not really going to offer too much in the way of protection. There's plenty of instructions, but the good thing is that it doesn't seem that they've skimped at all on the quality of the actual headphones. First impressions are that they look and feel absolutely first class. They look very similar to the leading brands and the build quality is almost identical. It is very, very impressive. As well as the black, which I have, Sennheiser also do these in white. And I do have to say, these look the business. And I've seen videos with the white versions, and I think that they definitely look better. And I'm a little bit gutted that Sennheiser didn't send through those white ones for me to test. Anyway, though, these are still nice looking, and they feel really good quality, as I mentioned earlier. Now, a couple of things that you'll want to know is that these do pack down really small. Obviously, you can use the case, which I showed you earlier, but it's fairly flimsy, and so it won't offer that much protection. But in terms of room for packing, then these don't take up much space at all. Now, all of the controls are on the right ear cup, so everything is there, and I'm going to go through those in just a second, because again, there's a couple of nice, neat little features on there. Now, also within the box, I forgot to mention that you do also get your audio cable and your USB-C charging cable. You will be able to charge this to full within a couple of hours, and it will last for 30 plus hours. In fact, in my test, I got just over 31 hours in terms of full use. When wearing headphones, it's important that they are comfortable, and you'll be pleased to hear that wearing these was an absolute joy. There's one little caveat that I would add, and that is that the ear cups can get quite warm. The headband is cushioned and again didn't feel like it was wearing on the top of the head, which some headphones have done in the past, but the cushioning was really good. It felt very comfortable to wear, however your ears do get a little bit warm in them. So if you are prone to that, then you may want to just consider taking these off and giving yourself some breaks. Now, the build quality of these, as I mentioned earlier, they feel really robust, and I think that they'll definitely survive the odd drop, twist, or sitting on them. You can definitely give a little bit of robust twisting and it doesn't feel, you don't hear any creaks, any sounds of stress. I wouldn't recommend you do this all the time, guys, but just to show you that they are fairly robust. Okay, so I'm firing up the headphones now. The one first test that I want to do is testing the microphone capability, because for me, that's a big feature. Being able to take calls and being heard clearly on the other person's phone.
Okay, so this is a demonstration of what the volume of the microphone from these headphones sound like when they're coming directly through the phone. Now, obviously, I've got this on speakerphone, and I'm also recording this on my camera and microphone, so therefore it's probably not going to be exactly what you hear, but hopefully it will give you some idea.
As I mentioned earlier, all of the controls are on the right ear cup. The first button on the left-hand side, which is slightly awkward to get to, is to summon your Google Assistant or Siri. To the side of this, you've got the toggle for skipping forward a track and back a track. It's a really nice mechanism where you can push up to go forward a track, down to go back a track, and then push in to play or pause, and also this doubles as answering and rejecting calls and also putting them on hold. To the side of this is the volume rocker, and that is just straightforward up and down, and then to the side of that is the USB charging port. Next along, you have the port for the 2.5mm audio cable, and these sets of headphones come with a 2.5mm to 3.5mm cable, so you can plug straight into your device, whether that be a phone, if it still has a port, or some other device. And then finally on the right hand side you've got your on, off and pairing switch, and also this doubles up for active noise cancelling. When you first turn the headphones on, it will go straight into Bluetooth pairing mode. If you want to get it into pairing mode at a later date, then you turn it on and keep on pressing hold. Now to turn on active noise cancelling, you just need to press the button whilst the headphones are on. Now, frustratingly, you don't get an audio prompt to tell you that you're in ANC mode. Obviously, the most important thing about headphones is sound, and I'm pleased to report that the sound quality delivered by these Sennheiser headphones is absolutely exceptional. It is far better than the price point suggests. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not perfect, and I will come on to the failings of these headphones in just a second. But if you are looking for rich sounds, deliverable bass, then you're definitely going to be pleased with these. Another nice and surprising feature with headphones at this price is that you do get an accompanying app. In here you can go in and change the equalizer settings and give yourself some different tones. Now, I haven't played too much with this, but it's just a nice feature to have. Now, you may well be considering on purchasing these headphones, but I do think there's some other important information that you need to be aware of. Firstly, Bluetooth 5.0. This means that you can switch these headphones between different phones, for instance, because it's got that more modern type of Bluetooth. There are no proximity sensors on these headphones, and that means that when you take the headphones off, it doesn't pause the music automatically, and therefore you need to be aware of that and actually pause it yourself. It does come with an auxiliary cable, and that means that you don't have to have power, you don't have to have a charged battery in order for these to work. You can just plug in the power cable or the auxiliary cable and work in the same way a wired set of headphones would. The ANC is limited, so the active noise cancellation, I found it to be probably about a 6 out of 10. It's definitely better than some of the cheaper brands that you get and some of the almost like the mock ANC, but it's definitely nowhere near as good as the leading brand. So if you're expecting it to be, then you might be disappointed. However, and I come on to this on my last point, for the value, it's not bad. The other thing that I think that you need to be aware of is if you've got a large head, you may find these a little bit too tight. I would say that these are for a medium-sized head. Finally, when it comes to value, I definitely think that these are worth it. For those extra features, for this price point is really very, very good. So my friends, when it comes down to tech, one of the biggest factors for me is value for money, and I definitely think that you're getting that with these headphones. The sound quality is incredibly good and very, very surprising, but they're not without issues, as I've already mentioned. But for the money, they do represent really good value for money. I'll leave my links in the description for you to check out for yourself, guys. Let me know also if there's other headphones in this price range that you would recommend, and I'll see whether I can get a hold of them. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I do look forward to seeing you on the next.